the name is Crafty. Is it really? Yeah. Her name is Crafty. Yeah, girl. Let's see here. CraftyRia. Yeah. CraftyRia. I said Crafty makes all sorts of stuff. I said CraftyRia, she's tough and cool. CraftyRia, yeah. CraftyRia. I said Crafty makes all sorts of stuff. I said CraftyRia, she's tough and cool. Yeah. Ever since she was a little girl, she said, I like to make things with my hands. I like to make some art that I can put up on a wall, or maybe put it in the mail, and maybe someday someone will get it, you know. Yeah, you know I like to make myself some Christmas cards. Yeah, I like to make all types of stuff. I like to take little scraps of paper, I like to put them all together real cool. Yeah, don't you know that it's fun? I like to do it, yeah. Yeah, say CraftyRia, that's the name, yeah. CraftyRia, say it now, Crafty makes all sorts of stuff. She does now. CraftyRia, she's tough and cool, yeah. You know, she streams on YouTube, it's true. You just gotta put a name right in there, hit subscribe. You should, yeah. And all you ever see are both her hands, you know. Makes me kind of suspicious, you know. That's all I'm saying. You know, maybe she's not a human being. I mean, it's possible. We got all types of things in the chat. You know, we got cows, we got chickens, we got people who supposedly have faces. We got all types of people here too, yeah. You know, maybe she's, you know, maybe she's some kind of creature. Maybe she's got tentacles. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she's got tentacles and she's got hands, animatronic human hands on the ends of two sticks, and she just puts those in front of the camera and does all the crafts, which would make it even more impressive than it already is. You know, just the dexterity involved in such a thing. You know, it would be ridiculous, you know. Yeah. Don't you know her name is CraftyRia? I figured out a secret. She's an octopus. I said she's an octopus, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what the stuff I said. Yes. CraftyRia, she's tough and cool. You know, I figured out a secret. I always wondered how she could make all her crafts so fast. Turns out she's got 8 tentacles. She can make 3, 4 different crafts at one time. She could be making a Christmas card over here.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday Night Live. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. And let me see. I think my camera's a little crooked. That's better. Okay. Welcome in, Susan and Christine, bragging about her warm weather. Welcome in, Diero. Have a good lurk. Destalou, welcome in. So I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Let me know how the weather is by you. It's 24 degrees here right now. It's cold, but our snow melted. There's very little bits of snow on the grass. I like Meredith too. If I remember it, I will always call you Meredith. I think that's hilarious. All right. Well, welcome in. All right. So today we're going to do a Mad Lib here from this very merry Mad Lib Christmas book. I have one picked out. If someone would like to be the volunteer, please do type volunteer in the chat. And the way we do it is I'll ask for the words and you guys put them in the chat. And then the volunteer picks them and puts them in and I'll put that one in the story. If not, I will try to do it myself. Oh, Christine, you're awesome. Thank you, Christine. Making up for bragging about warm weather. Although when we're complaining of the heat, she's freezing. So that's how it works around here. All right. I do have one piece of mail to show. I did get a Christmas card from Susan. Beautiful Christmas card. Look at this gold. This gold and this ribbon look familiar. I think I've seen this ribbon somewhere. I'm not sure where. It looks familiar. But this is awesome. It's a handmade card by her. It's got this neat embellishment and this neat little peekaboo window kind of. I love it. I love it. I love it. And it is handmade by her. She even has some fancy gold on the inside. Excellent job, Susan. It is awesome. All right. And that will go on my wall. And also, Destalou's been called worse than Meredith. In the Facebook group, the Christmas card exchange is there and it's open. If you would like to participate, just click on events, put in your name and address in one of the comments, and we will send Christmas cards to each other. I sent one to everybody in the list. I think there's only 3 people in there so far. So if you'd like to get in on it, please do so. There's not a whole lot in there. So first of all, a very Mad Lib Christmas. Here we go. The first word we need is a noun. We need 4 nouns. That was on a box of chocolate. I cut out the name and created that window. Then I put a tag behind it. That is awesome. I like that. Good idea. That is awesome. And this even pops up behind it. Very cool. See, you can recycle everything. Was the ribbon on the box of chocolate? Or is it Stampin' Up! Ribbon? The ribbon looks familiar. I've seen, I think, the same ribbon in the same bow somewhere. So I'm not so sure. Is the volume low? I don't know. Do I need to talk louder? Let me know, you guys, if my volume is low. The mic is a little far from me. Let me move it closer. There. You got it on Amazon. Okay. All right. Then I've seen it on cards, or it looks like something I've seen before. It's very cool. I know you said that you are into bows and ribbons lately. So excellent. Very cool. I love it. I love recycling of different things for sure. And if you sent me a card, I sent you one back. It was low, so you turned it up. It is all the way up on my thing. Is that lower? I bet that went lower. That was lower. Never mind. That's higher. Check, check. It's still, you're right, it is low. Hang on. Check, check. Check, check. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. I have it all the way up. All right. I don't know why it is low. But if True Paradox comes on, maybe he can help me make my volume higher. He knows all the tricks. He helped me do it on my music computer, but I don't remember what things I used. Okay. But we can't guarantee he will come on. But you're right. My meter is showing that it is lower than usual. And that is not, is that higher? No, that's lower. There, that's higher. Okay. I don't know why it's low. I don't. I'll try to talk loud. All right, Destilu, you reboot. Anyway, we do need 4 nouns, so please stick some nouns in the chat. Welcome in, Angela. Welcome in. All right, so let me see. I hope you're having a good day, Angela. So today we're going to make some Christmas cards. And let me see. Welcome in, Anne. I hope you're having a great day. So all of you are going to turn your volume up. And if True Paradox comes in here and helps me make my volume, I'm going to blow your ears away. Yeah, I don't know why it is low. Oh, hold on. Let me try something. Go here. No. Filters. Let me try something. Gain. Okay. Okay. Is that louder? I turned the gain up a bit. My meter shows that it's louder. All right, here we go. Oh, I already did that. 4 nouns. I can't do more than one thing at once. My brain ain't working. That is better. Okay. I remembered how to put a gain filter in and turn it up. I can turn it up more if needed, but if that's good, welcome in, CC. Thank you. I don't know why. I mean, I didn't change anything. All right. Well, excellent, Ange. Excellent. I put a stack. I filled my mailbox today with cards. So there it is. All right. Let's see what I saw an idea for card online. And if I see a card that I can do with it, I will try. Does that make sense? If I see a card that would work good for that idea, I will try it. I did not plan any cards. Let's grab some of these cards and see. I just random stack, see what I make. Slowest ad in the world. All right, we have that. That might work for what I want to do. I would like to find a card that will work for what I want to do. The cats are cute. I don't think very many of these will work. That is so funny. That is a neat card. Have a Merry Christmas. Oh, that's a new card. It's not used. These are cute. The cows. And that's also a new card. That's also a new card. Let me put those aside. That might... I don't know, though. I still don't think that's going to work. That could work. Not for what I was going to do, but that would be pretty die cut. Let's see. That won't work. This bug is hilarious. And of course, all of these are upside down. I'm going to set my door cards aside. I want to do something with the door, but I have to figure out how to do it. Okay. That might work. That's pretty cool. That's brand new. All right. Let me look at some more of these cards in here. How come I don't remember some of these cards? They look new to me. Oh, that might work. This might work. That is pretty, although that is a new card. Okay. That would be another good die cutting card. All right. Oh, the sugar cookie, the gingerbread kind of guy. It's not really gingerbread. I think it's a sugar cookie. All right, let's put these aside. Let me try this idea. This would work. For sure, this would work. All right, so we have this Sentiment Seasons Greetings, which I will cut off because I could use it on the inside of the card. I will have to cut it in half though, and then I'm going to use this. So some of these are silver, so I want to try to do the best I can with that piece since they're silver. I'm going to get these, I'm going to do some die cutting today. Let's see, I want to make this a pretty decent size. I think that would work. And then take the one that is, I think, a little bit, just one size bigger than it. I could even do 2 cards because there'll be enough room here to die cut a second one. I might go a little bigger. Let me get a card base first and get an idea of how big I want it to be. Where's my card bases? Here they are. They were hiding. All right, so that would be the, yeah, that's a good size. I don't think I want to make it any bigger. So that'll work. And as far as YouTube and the ads are concerned, unfortunately, it's out of creators' hands. We are not allowed to do a lot with our ads. I did go through and filter out the types of ads that I do not want. Like, I don't know, political and things like that. There's a whole bunch of them. Sexual, political, blah, blah, blah. I checked all of those crazy ones that I do not want as ads. But other than that, we don't really have control. Welcome in, Michelle M. Oh, and by the way, some of you may have noticed, but I have posted a whole bunch of videos, not a whole bunch, so far 2 videos, regular videos on my channel. I'm working on a Lego not Animal Crossing, advent calendar. And, yeah, I've been putting it together one day at a time. All right, let's see. Todd has been awesome in editing them for me. I hate the editing. I love the advent calendar. It is fun. All right, I'm going to do this in silver paper. Some are going to be shorter. The first one I did 3 days and it ended up being super long, but they're going to be like 20 to 40 minutes now. The rest of them will be shorter, maybe an hour at the most, depending on some days on the advent calendar take a lot longer than others. It just, I don't know what's in the box when I start. So, yeah, I don't know what's in them until I open them. So I can't plan them. If they're short, Todd can combine them. And he's been putting corrections on my screen. I called something a triangle. Did you guys catch that? At the beginning of the first video. I knew every time I called it a triangle, I'm like, I know Todd's going to correct me because it's not a triangle. You know, he's very scientific. So you guys have to look. It was the days 1, 2, 3. Look and let me know if you can see Todd's correction. I laughed so hard. I knew it. The minute I said it's a triangle. And I even started saying, because I knew he was going to say something, I started saying it's kind of like it's a sort of a triangle shape. He corrected me. It made me laugh. So then after that, I started either not calling it anything or, you know, saying a triangle type shape. Okay. So what I did with this, I have the infinity die. So I took the one size and then one size bigger. You can see where I'm going with this, right? I think. Excellent, excellent, excellent. See, I love using up things like that. So I'm going to put the season's greetings on the inside of the card. Noun holographic wrapping paper. There you go. I'm going to just... Oh, I should cut it. I think I better cut this way. I could put this on the inside of one of the cards. It won't work that way, so I have to cut it like that. I've got some inside pieces. Here we go. I need a backing paper, a background paper. I have holographic paper, not wrapping paper. I do have this. It might be too much though. Yeah, let's go with a solid color. And I'll go with a purple or a blue or something to go with this. Or I can use, I can use a solid color card base. Why waste? Why waste paper? I can put that on purple or the blue. I also have this darker blue. I think I like the purple. Very non-traditional. Or what about black? Ooh, what about black? What do you guys think? Now there is purple here. This is purple and the writing is purple. I think I like the purple. Is there a better purple in here? This purple might be better. That purple is better. Oh, I love that purple. All right, I made up my mind. It is this purple. The lavender. I'm going to go with 2 of those, 1 for each. That is going to work. These are from American Crafts. I got them at Ollie's. Yes, to light purple. Yeah, I like the light purple. And I have so many of these colored card bases. I'd rather use them than waste other paper. You watched this video over the weekend. Where to Cook very emphatically stated she was using a hex pan, but then called the shape of the pan octagons. I mean, right. It's not an octagon if it's a hexagon. And I know that that piece that I called a triangle does have 4 sides. And 2 of the sides are parallel. So Todd is correct. It's a 4-sided triangle. Okay. I knew he was going to say something. I laughed to myself when I was saying triangle. I'm like, I'm going to get in trouble for this. All right, we're going to make this a Christmas ornament, both of these. So let's do them both at the same time. So this is one thing you can do. If you have a lot of very similar things, you can do an assembly line type thing. I keep looking at this thinking it's a spider on there. I almost did a little you know, screamy kind of thing. A quadrilateral. That's right. You're exactly right. And I like when people call a square, a rectangle, a square. A square is a rectangle, but a rectangle is not a square. I even say it, though, too, sometimes. The word square instead of rectangle. A quadrilateral. But does a quadrilateral have to have 4 sides? Each set of lines have to be parallel? I have to look up the definition. And I'm going to do some hand cutting here because I'm going to make kind of a little topper for the Christmas ornament. Like that. I think I'm going to angle them in a little bit. I mean, just ever so slightly. See if I like it. I can always start over. I have plenty of it. And of course, it's not equal. This trapezoid. This is what I would consider a trapezoid. That's why I did not think of the name trapezoid. Yes, I think that works pretty good. All right, trapezoid. I made a trapezoid. But the triangle things I had, the other trapezoids, only 2 sides were parallel. Well, I guess this only 2 sides are parallel too. I think I want this one bigger. Yeah, let's do this. This is Geography Lessons with CraftyRia. Geometry, not geography. Oh, geez, I can't even talk. Look, you don't want me to teach you geography or geometry. I am not the one to do such things, apparently. All right, so we got that. I got my trapezoids. I like though he puts it on the screen. That was really funny. Okay. I knew he was going to say something. And I almost even said something in the video. I know Todd's going to say something about this, but I didn't say it because I don't know if a lot of the people who watch my regular videos know who Todd is. I should have said, I know my editor's going to give me a hard time about this. Okay, let's put this on here. I saw someone do a card like this. Came up on my Facebook feed. They recycled a Christmas card like this. And I thought, oh, I have to try it. Make sure it's opening. You guys know Todd. Hi, Todd. Yes. You guys know Todd. He has a very dry sense of humor. You taught it forever. You'll be repeating to anyone who will listen when you're old at the nursing home. I took geometry in, oh, what year was that? 8th grade, I think. Because I took algebra in 7th, pre-algebra in 7th, geometry in 8th, and algebra in 9th. Or maybe it was the other way around. Algebra in 8th, geometry in 9th. Something like that. Those junior high school years. I did not like geometry. Don't like the proofs. They were not my friend. Okay, so we're going to put something to hang these with. Let me see if I have any goldish looking ribbon. I have white. Oh, I have this. This might work. How do I open this? Oh, like this. This here is white and gold. I learned enough to get by and pass the class. That was it. And by pass, I mean, you know, essentially try to get an A in the class. Although, you know, this, I'm not going to be able to stick this down. So, I know what I'm going to do. Because I don't have anything like to wrap it around. But I'm going to take a sliver of this. We're going to get super creative here. I am going to, first of all, cut this so it is straight. And then I'm going to take a super duper sliver. I think that'll work. And another super duper sliver. That's a little too thin of a sliver. Let me make another. Or I could just draw. Because I don't know how I'm going to adhere that. That would work if I could get it to stick down. How am I going to stick it down? I could get messy. I'm going to use the back of this. I am going to, do I have a glue stick? A glue stick would work. I don't think I have a glue stick. I could run it across a glue stick. I see a glue stick. Hold on. I gotta get it. This will work. I don't normally use glue stick on a lot of things. But in this case, I can use glue stick if it works. This glue stick could be 100 years old. It works. It's not dead. So I'm going to take this glue stick, take this and run it across the glue stick like that. There, that'll work. Yes. Here we go. Let's run this. I'm going to hold my finger here. I'm going to get messy. Put this kind of in the center like that. And it's not going to stick. There it goes. I know it's not all the way down. That's okay. Don't worry. It's going to be fixed. I loved science. I did pretty good at English. I actually did pretty good in all my subjects. I just did not enjoy geometry. I loved algebra. That was fun. I like solving equations. I don't like doing proofs. It probably doesn't help that I had a terrible teacher for geometry. She was just awful. I didn't like her. Now, see, it's not sticking. Did this one stick? No. Oh, phooey. All right, that's not working. All right. I'm going to try something crazy. I'm going to put some of this tape runner on this to kind of make it a self-adhesive thing. And then I'm going to try to cut a, no, that's why that has been sitting in the drawer forever. I never use glue sticks. Unless it's something like that, that has to be done. Oh, you know what it is? This is a repositionable glue stick. I know. I remember why I have those now. I bought those for a project that needed repositionable glue. That could be why it did not stick. But I'm going to just cut that piece off because I'm not sure I got the adhesive all the way to the edge. And let's try this. There we go. There's one. That's a little wider than I want, but how do other people do this? How do you guys do this? You don't, I know. Okay, I'm going to try another one that's a little thinner than that first one. Oh, this is terrible. Okay. Okay. You think this is genius. You like watching me struggle. That's what it is. And then now I have this thing all crazy. Oh. Now, of course, it's sticking. It is sticking to everything. There we go. Okay. This is genius. This is genius if you're not doing it. All right. Here's one that has sticky on the back. There. That sticks. That one does not have sticky. This one does have sticky. So, you know, all of you guys that I have sent these tiny little strips to, now you know what you can do with them. This is a little crooked. Try to make it straight. There we go. All right. There we go. There's 1 and 2. Now, before I make a mess of things, I'm going to get rid of all of these little pieces. And this glue stick is repositionable. That is why it did not work. I mean, because it kind of held for a second until I lifted it up. You know exactly what something that's repositionable would do. Duh. Okay. Now I need to put these here. Now, what am I going to use on this? Glue. It's a little bit bigger of a piece. That glue will hold it if I can get this glue to come out. Actually, I'm going to use fabric tack because it is thicker. I'm going to put a little dot right on here. I need to get more fabric tack. I think I'm running low. I need to refill up something with some of my Elmer's glue. All right, I'm going to put a trapezoid here and try and center it so it is in the center, sort of, so that string is in the center. There. There we go. Pick up the other trapezoid and put it here. So when you have these cards to recycle or leftover pattern paper and you just don't know what to do with them, there's your card. Now, I could even do season's greetings like that. Although it's kind of a big sentiment there. I'm not so sure that I like it that big on the front. I could put this on the inside. Season's great. I wish it was little. I like it better on the inside. I'm not sure what I will do on the front. Maybe I can make a bow with this and put a bow there. Oh, I know, Darlene. That's what everybody is saying. Let me turn the gain up more. I don't know why. I didn't change any settings. Okay. Is that better? I turned it way up. Like, way up. It might be too loud now. Let me know. I haven't changed anything. So I do not know why. That's much better. Okay. I added plus 13 decibels to my gain. I don't know why. Why? Why is it like this? Don't know. You know, things happen like that. It's always something with technology. It doesn't like to be consistent. Everything is the exact same from last time. Yeah, I will put this bow here and I will do another bow. This is white with a little bit of silver, this white cording. And welcome in, Darlene. I hope you're doing well. So I'm just tying a bow like a shoelace bow. Nothing fancy. I'm going to try tying a bow like a shoelace bow. I have glue sticks still on my fingers. I think that is my problem. Okay, let's try this and this, squish it like that, and then adjust the loops. So I try to make the loops smaller than I want, and then I pull them out bigger, kind of like that. Oops, I pulled the wrong loop. I meant to pull that one there. Bows are hard. All right, let me trim this like so. Let me trim this one. And by the way, last call for nouns. We need 4 nouns for the Mad Lib. I'll use a dot of fabric tack on here. Okay. You get out of the way. You go here. Put that dot of fabric tack right on that, where the knot goes. Okay. And stick this one on here. There. Excellent. So I'm not sure what to do, what else to do on the front of these. They almost look plain to me, but I don't have anything else for them. I will look through some of my embellishments and see what I can come up with. Okay. There. So this says Season's Greetings on the inside. This one here won't have anything on the inside, but I will. Oh, I can't pick this up. Why is it so difficult? Okay. Why is everything so difficult? I will put that over there. There you go. Michelle, I decorated the inside of the card. Party on the inside. There we go. I just need more of a party on the outside. I gotta move this out of the way because now that is sticky from the thing. Okay, so that is that style of card. I was really happy to see that. I thought they were so cool. So what if I did on this one? One, 2, 3. No, I don't like that. It was worth a try. What if I'm looking at my stuff. Oh, I don't know. Party on the inside. That's right. I could put something like this across the top if I had it in silver. Well, I have this pretty purple ribbon. I wonder how that would look across the top. All right. Welcome back, Christine. We do need some, we still need nouns. That's just kind of plain. I need something fancier with a design. Oh, I have something that might work. Possibly. If I can find them. Oh, I do have this. This is gold ribbon. It says Merry Christmas. No, I don't like that either. But I have this that might work across the top. I don't know what that is. A pine sprig die. Yeah, you know, that would look neat, but I don't, well, now wait though. Let me not say I don't. I don't know what I have. Hang on. That's a genius idea. Let me look at my dies and see what I have. My box of dies weighs 1,000 pounds. And it's very full. Let's see what's in here. There's some Christmas stuff in here. No, that is actually not Christmas stuff. I have a couple of dies. Don't look. Don't look. Oh, look! That would have cut out a bow. But it did not. I have a die that makes a... that's what I was thinking of. I have these dies that make Christmas trees. I think that's going to work because I don't think I have anything else that is pine sprig-like. Let me double check. I have so much. Nothing in there. That's not pine spriggy. All right. Those are snowflakes. I think I'm going to use those pine sprig dies. I don't think I have anything else. That's what I was thinking of. The only problem is they have this thing in the middle. So it's not going to be even. Maybe I could put, I don't know. I don't think I have anything in here. All right, let's use that pine sprig die. What's on the side here? God, I have so many things. That's a wreath, but that's not exactly what I want either. Nope, nothing there. Okay, let's use that pine spriggy die. I need some green paper. Not glitter paper. My glitter paper does not really die cut very well. Okay, now these cards are taking me a lot longer than expected. What color green would go with that. That's a neat color. Trying to use up some small scraps. I could do dark green. Silver? Oh, like a silver Christmas tree? I was just going to say I don't have silver paper. I do. I just used it. What's wrong with me? I have like this. Same silver. Okay. Let's use the silver. Where did I put my die cut machine? It's way over here. Strength, arms. Okay. All right, let's go. I'm going to cut. That has to go a little bit on a slant. That one. And that. Let's see if I can make it look decent. If it'll even cut. Oh, please work. Yes. So they're sort of spriggy, but like I said, they have these holes. They're meant to make a Christmas tree, like a three-dimensional Christmas tree. Green's your favorite color. It is. It is hard to say no green. So what if I put one kind of like this and then cut that off and have it kind of be like that there. Cut it right before the holes here. So let me, because I have to disguise the holes, right? So I could kind of put that little piece there and put the small piece coming off here a little bit and cut it to there. I think that'll work. Let's try this. Let's put some tape on the back. This is going to work. And then if this works, I'll do it on the other one. Just run some tape, maybe, down the center of that. All right. Last call for what was I going to say? Nouns. Christine, were you able to see the nouns? If you guys put nouns in, put them in again. Please. Pretty please. I think that'll work. That'll kind of disguise the holes. I'm going to use fabric tack. Just to help hold this. Kind of put that right above those holes there. And put a little bit on this. The reason I'm using fabric tack is because it sticks really fast and dries quickly. And then I will trim this. to the edge. So there. I kind of put it a little crooked on purpose, like a Christmas tree, because they, you know, they go up a little bit. So there, I have that. Okay. Oh, okay. You can't get past. I don't know. Maybe we just won't do a Mad Lib today. We can just skip it. Because I wasn't paying attention to the nouns that were put in. All right. Sounds like you might be up with me. This is where I'm at. I am. So if you're hearing me say this as you typed it, then you are caught up. Why won't you stay? Why won't you stay straight? Why won't you stay straight? Let me move this over. It has a magnetic platform, and let me tell you, sometimes the magnets have a mind of their own. All right, let's do that. Cut that out. Ugh. Strength. Strength, Ria. Strength. All right. And there always is lag. There's always a bit of latency. You hear me a few seconds after I say what I'm saying. Oh. This was the sticky one. All right. Here we go. We got this. Oh, okay. We got nouns. We're good. We're good. Excellent. Let's see if I can get this off. There. Salvaged that. All right, let me put those nouns in. And then the next thing we need are 3 adjectives. Thunderstorm. Popcorn. Canary. And holographic wrapping paper. Okay. Excellent. All right, so we have that. That is good. The sprig of stuff. It worked out okay. It worked out. So now I have this other large piece. I'll do the same thing. On the large one, I think I could put tape on the back. Thank you, Christine. All right. Come on, tape. Come on, tape, work. I'll do this one a little straighter. I buried my scissors. Then we're gonna cut this like that. And that piece will go like that. Put a little bit of glue there and on that bigger piece. I do have a little Xyron sticker maker. I'm not sure if I have any sticky stuff in it, and it's way across the room. I'll put a little bit of this glue directly on that and stick this piece on that. There we go, no green. You're right, because green does not match this card. And it does take up some of that top space. So there we go. I think it's really pretty. Okay, let's put these back in here. Put this back there. Okay. These guys are done. And they both have something on the inside. Okay, this one just has that. Although I could maybe use a piece of this on the inside. I'll leave it off. All right, there we go. 2 cards done. And I didn't have to fight with them too much. Just a little bit. A little bit of arguing with them. Arguing with them. And I have that left over. Okie dokie. Now what? See, this would work as another one of those ornaments. Something like that would work as well. I'm not going to do another one, though, of the exact same thing. I thought that would look pretty good on an ornament. But I have these that are wreaths, and I think if I cut them out with the fancy die, if I have one big enough, I may not have a die that's big enough. I want a fancy circle. Let me see what I have in my stash. I have squares, rectangles, hearts. I have those fancy circles. I'm not sure if the biggest one would be big enough. Oh, maybe just so. It would definitely be big enough on this one. That would be big enough. I had another fancy die. This was the other one I was thinking of. Oh, that's bigger. That might work. Okay, let's try these. All right, Diero. Welcome in. let's see, I'm going to put these here, all of these, except that one. There, okay. My floor is a mess now. I have things piled everywhere. I'm going to spend an hour, and when I'm done cleaning up this floor so I can even get out of the room. Because I have the die cutter and all that stuff. All right, first I'm going to cut the front of this off. And I'm going to cut that out first, and then I will cut that. Let's do that. Let's die cut this one first. This I think would look really good like that. Yeah. The cleanup is going good. We put it on hold. Todd and I have been how do I want to say this? Doing a craft room reorg. You guys know that has been coming down the pike for a very long time. So I'm emptying my craft room out into boxes, and they're all over the living room. Turns out that we may have, unfortunately, a dog to sit, to foster temporarily. I'm not sure. Things may change. And in order to do that, we cannot have boxes in our living room. So we are reorganizing things to maybe be able to take a puppy. Welcome in, SuperMegaTacos. Well, it's not really a puppy. She's 2 years old. But I think it's just a temporary situation. Although it may end up being permanent, or it may not happen at all. So I will let you know. Everything's up in the air right now. But I will let you know as it happens. As much as I would love a dog, for the reasons that this dog is coming to us, I don't want it to be permanent. Nothing against the dog. Don't get me wrong. That's all I'm going to say. Lots of weird stuff going on. But yes. And Todd and I had talked about getting a dog in January anyway. So, yeah. All right. So this background of this card is so pretty. I hope you're doing well, SuperMegaTacos. And Ange, I hope you're doing okay. I wonder if I could trim a piece of this red. It is exciting. I cannot wait to get another dog. I miss having a dog so much. Okay. So that is very pretty. And that is a really pretty sentiment. Okay, now let's see. Maybe, what color background? Red, maybe? Boss. Hi, boss. All right, we have some adjectives. Let me grab those. Not red. Maybe green? I'm going to have to look. Maybe glitter paper? Maybe some glitter paper? All right, tormented, claustrophobic, and pessimistic. Oh, this is funny already. Tormented. All right, the next word we need is an animal. One animal. Tormented, claustrophobic. Claustrophobic. And where did it go? Pessimistic. Okay, so we do need one animal. A hedgehog. Okay. Glitter paper for the win. Why not? Because I haven't used glitter paper today. I have this cool glitter paper. But I don't think... Yeah, I think this is more spring-like. Let me get regular green. Let's go with regular green. Let's see if I like the green. A very dark green. No. I don't think it shows up on that either. What about... Well, let me try this green. No, I don't think I'm going to like that either. What about gold? There's metallic gold. Red-lipped bat. What the heck is a red-lipped batfish? Of course, tacos has to come in with some sort of a lip. We didn't even talk about boobies, and he showed up. It exists. Okay. I believe you. I believe you. That's that gold. I think that gold. There's also this gold. I have lots of gold. I think this gold matches the gold that's on the card better. I heard you say that, Ange, before you said it. I knew you were going to say try gold. I knew it. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Let's see. Hopefully this will fit on an A2 size card base. Oh, it just fits. So I will make a very tiny border and have that. That will work. That's very good. I need to cut this down to 4 1/8. Or actually, I'm going to make it, yeah, I'll do 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Yep, and see that just fits. Okay. Most excellent. And I think I want to put some ribbon across the bottom. Or maybe a piece of that red. I could do a piece of that red. Or I could do this ribbon. I like that ribbon. I'm going to do that ribbon. The ribbon is beautimous. Beautimous. Where is my scissors? I don't know. So I'm going to get another pair. Okay. Let's put this ribbon down here first. Ange doesn't believe me, I don't think. This tape is not sticking. Tape. Tape, do your thing. You have one job to do, tape, and you need to stick. Okay. She's trying to pick you up, Ange. Either that or hold you down. We got Crichton a squawk box. And it is kind of like Bark Box, but it's for birds. And the the November box for Thanksgiving in the U.S. had a cornucopia in it. As a big old toy. And Crichton knocked it down. And it came crashing down. I was in the other room and I couldn't figure out what fell. I found it later. It's on the bottom of his cage. That thing made a lot of noise. I thought like something big had fallen over. I was trying to figure, I was home alone. I was trying to figure out what happened in my living room. It was Crichton, your bird. That bird. Okay, then we're going to put this here. I kind of like this card. This looks pretty cool. I haven't used my die cutter in forever. It's kind of fun to die cut the fronts of cards. All right, last call for animal for the Mad Lib. And I will put an embellishment here. I will also think I will trim this. I want some of that red to show because it's super pretty. There. That's super pretty. Is that big enough? No, that is not big enough to line the top, but that's okay. I think I'll just leave it like that. All right, and for Michelle, I'm going to do a party on the inside with this piece over here. You're making noodles. What do you use the noodles for? All right, so I need an embellishment for that. Let me get my box of embellishments here and see what I have. I do have those red bows. I have those embellishments. I don't think those are too cutesy, I think. When I make noodles, it's for eating. No, Same. I mean, are you using them in chicken noodle soup? Are you using them for chicken and noodles? How are you going to prepare the noodles? Is that a better way to say it? How are you preparing them? I would hope you're going to eat them. That's like I say, you know, do you like frozen vegetables? And people say yes. I'm like, well, I prefer to cook mine. You know, that's not going to be very good. Maybe, I think just the red bow. The red bow. There. I like it. So we have this very glittery. I love it. All right. There we go. Card number 3. 3 done. We're making headway very slowly. It was because those stupid cards I started with. Okay. Let's try this one here. This might be too big for an A2 size card. Let me get, where are my card bases? I just have them. Yeah, that's going to be too big. This is the perfect size. So I'm just going to try, I'm going to try that. Oh no, I did not see you had chosen an animal. Let me see. Red-lipped batfish, of course. I got it. I mean, we know that that has to be the animal. Okay. Red-lipped batfish. Red-lipped batfish. Okay. Let's see. We did that. Let's do a plural noun. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 plural nouns. All right. This is a pretty card. I have 3 of them. I'm only going to make 1. And I'm going to bang my die cutter all over the place and make lots of noise. Now that I turned my mic up. All right. There we go. Oh, that's a good song, Tiero. I don't want to work. I just want to bang my die cutter around all day. Yeah, that'll work. There we go. That came out kind of pretty. And I got all these little pieces. I'll scrape off into the trash. Maybe. They get stuck in the magic mat a little bit. By the way, you guys, if you use a die cutter and you hate your plastic plates warping, this magic mat is the best. I've used it, as you can see. That's what it looks like new. That's what it looks like after you use it 47 million times. And I've used it with this, and there's no warping. Those of you that use a die cutter would know if you've used it this many times, your plates are like all wonky. And they make cracking sounds when you use them. This is amazing. 47 million. I know. It is magic. It is, I think it was like $10. The best $10 I've ever spent. The best craft supply, I think, that I have purchased. One of the best. See, I bet the magic mat will make your new plates last longer last, it will be worth the purchase price of the magic mat. It will pay for itself because you'll never have to buy plates again. That's what I'm trying to say. I couldn't get the words out of my mouth. All right, so do I want gold behind this? Because there is metallic gold. I don't think I want red. I may want green. Because the cost of the magic mat is probably the same price as what you would pay for a set of plates. I don't know that I like it on the green. That's okay. I can't talk today. We're a good pair, Michelle. All right, we need 4 plural nouns for the Mad Lib. Oh, that green looks good, I think. I like it on that green. And keep an eye on scrapbook.com because a lot of the times they have sales or they give away something free when you buy something. All right. Yeah, I definitely like scrapbook.com. They're great. Let's go with 4 and an 1/8 by 5 3/8. It sounds like Michelle's getting a present in the mail from Ange. Awesome. I think Ange should send everyone a present. I'm kidding. But that would be cool. All right. Here we go. We have Happy Holidays. Here is this piece of gold left over from the other one. That I think would look pretty good on that. Yeah, might as well use it. It's perfectly. If I have to put stuff away, I will never use them. I want everyone to get a box. I know. The rest of us are jealous, Ange. Everyone wants a box from Ange. All right. Put this down here. And this, maybe I'll do, what am I going to put on here now? The same red. Anne's just going to go hide. She's never going to mention that again. She's never going to mention sending someone a box again. All right, there we go. Now, what am I going to put here? I could do the red bow again. That would be pretty. And I probably will. Let's do it. I think wreaths and bows go well together. Let's do that. The same person's not going to get both cards. I mean, maybe this year and then someone will get the other one next year. Who knows? So there's that. Super pretty. So these are both similar. I like it. And then I made these two similar ones. We're doing die cut. The theme today is die cut circles, I guess. All right. I don't even have a dining room table. We don't have a dining room table at all. Die cuts with a view. Yes. That's a whole line of paper. Plural nouns. All right, let's do plural nouns. Hot air balloons. Or let's see what the next word is going to be. Let's do an adverb. We need 2 adverbs. Hot air balloon. Drums. Silver ornaments. And holly berries. Are holly berries poisonous? I do have a craft room. I do. I was just curious. Does anyone know if holly berries are poisonous? All right, what else could I die cut? I know. I have to stay on this die cutting kick today. They are poisonous. Okay. That might be interesting as we get into this Mad Lib. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, I need this piece. I don't know if these will all fit. 1, no, 2. Birds can eat them, but people can't. Oh, I want to put this sentiment on the inside of the card. All right, let's cut this. And pets can't eat them either. That's good to know. Don't feed holly berries to people or pets. This will go on the inside of this. And I need to mat that on green paper. So far, I've used cards that you said. Yes, yes, yes. They just happen to be handy in that thing. The cards you sent me, Susan, are beautiful. She sent me a huge envelope full of Beautiful, beautiful cards. Let's mat this on this green background. Welcome in, Rachel. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping in. This is not the exact green that's on the outside, but it is close enough. By the time you open the card, you will forget what is on the outside. All right, we need 2 adverbs. For the Mad Lib. Of course I can't open the card. So who cares if we forget what's on there? I can't even open it. All right, there. Got that. Where is the scrap of that card that I cut? I'm going to have a party on the inside of this card for Michelle. Give this a trim. Trim these edges. There. And I will put that little line of goodness on the inside of the card. Let's put it like that. There we go. Okay, so that card is done. I was going to try to see, let's see, if I can get enough of this tree cut out of this card. This top, I can do it. I can do it. Okay. All right, this one is not a circle. But it's going to work. All right, let's see if I can do it again. Let's see if I can do it a second time. I don't remember how I had it before. Not sure. How did I do it? There. There. I think this way. There. And this little piece is the trunk. And I think I can kind of put it like that. Listen, you. Why won't you go where I want you to go? Okay. I'm going to force it to go where I want it to go. Okay. My arms are getting a workout. I always run it through twice. I don't know that I would have to. I just do. Do you guys know what this die is? I'm making a Christmas tree. I used to use this die all the time. So there, if you have a card with a design on it, you can do this. And it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that, and it makes a Christmas tree. And the little tree trunk. And then I'm going to cut that out as the sentiment. That'll work. Perfect. 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 There. Get rid of these scraps. Now let's figure out what color backing. Last call for adverbs. Those cards. I have these cards. Let's see. Green. Maybe green. Yeah, last call for alcoverbs. Yeah, that green looks pretty good. It's either green or red. I don't think the red matches that red good enough. Let's go with the green. Let's see. I'm going to put this down first, I think. And that way I can go from there. Try to get it centered a little bit. Boy, I can't hold on to anything today. I can't talk today. And instead of using pop dots to pop it up, I'm going to just use this and give them a little bit of curl at the edges. Because I don't want to make the card too bulky for mailing, because it would be 4 levels high. That's a lot of pop dots. And I'll put tape on it, but not all the way to the end. And same thing with this piece. Just use a pen and give it a little bit of a curl. Okay. There. And you can see how the ends kind of curl up without using pop dots. All right. And I'll get a star out of my star jar for the top of the tree. What color do I want to mat this on? Do I have a scrap of something? No. I'll do a little bit of gold. See if I have a piece that is a good size, so I'm not wasting so much. That's too little. That will work. I should really make card bases with some of these scraps. All right. All right, we have some adverbs. And we need a verb. Ostentatiously. And mischievously. These are very long words. Okay. We need a verb. We also need, well, we'll do the verb first, and then we'll do the last word. Because they're not very similar. And we'll put some bling on the front of this. We'll decorate that Christmas tree. The ornament of a house is the people who frequent it. I kind of like that saying. That's really cool. All right, let me get... I have to move my die cutter out of the way so I can get to my star jar. You should see the floor in here. There's stuff everywhere. All my dies, my die cutters, my paper, everything. Let's see, we have green. How about a red star? I know I don't have any big gold stars. Let's do red, because this green is not a good color green for this. What is fiddle farting? Well, there's this guy we know. His name is Fiddledish, and he probably farts a lot. True story. Ange knows Fiddledish. Fiddledish came to my house. I don't notice that he farted, though. Ange, do not go back and tell him. Nobody tell Fiddledish that I said this. That I said he's a farter. Some of you know who Fiddledish is. I ruin all your fun, I know. All right. Multicolor. Let's go with multicolor. Ange, did you meet Fiddledish too? I don't think he went all the way to your house, right? I think he got dropped off before they went to your house. Okay. How do you unsend a whisper? Dearo, do not whisper him. He would probably say, what do you mean she didn't know I farted? I farted a lot while I was there. All right, so we're going to, of course, put some bling on the tree. I'm putting them in the center of some of these snowflakes. And then I will put some random pieces around. There's a lot of blue. All right, have a good night, Dearo. Be safe. Okay, there. So we have some fun things. Notice how as soon as I say don't tell Fiddledish something, Dearo leaves. He's probably going to go tell Fiddledish that I said he farted. He did not. I did not say he farted. But that's what a fiddle fart is. All right, there. I think fiddle fart needs to be the verb. That's all I'm saying. All right, so that card is done. Kind of cool. All right, what else can I die cut? Let's do one more die cutty card. That's a new card. I don't want to die cut a new card. These I think are new cards. I love the goats and the cow. They are hilarious. But I want to die cut a card. Since, you know, today's die cut day. I'm thinking what I have. That would be a good die-cutted card. Die-cutted? Die-cut. I have good English. The goodest of Englishes. That pug is so funny. I mailed many cards out. I don't think I need any more for this year, but I'm sitting here making more for this year because that's what I do. I'm trying to see if there's any other ones that I could use with that Christmas tree die. I wonder. Not finished at all, says Rachel. That's not going to be enough. Maybe I won't die cut another card. That's right, teacher. He cutted the line. I cutted the cards. I die cutted the cards. Oh, I do have a rectangle die cut. Die. Not die cut. Die. Oh, these are different. I thought all these cards were the same. They have different pictures on them. That's cool. I didn't know that. I wonder if the rectangle die would work on this. I die cutted all of these cards. I think that's funny. Now, is this a hexagon? Or I could say these are hex dies and then call them octagons. What am I looking for? The rectangles. Where's my rectangles? Oh my gosh, this is so heavy, and half of them aren't even in here. They're mostly all over the floor. I had rectangles. You saw them earlier. I did. That might work, but that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, I have those, but that's not going to work. I found them. Oh my goodness. They're not going to work. It's not the right size. Not the right size for that, I do not believe. No. That's going to be too little. That's not going to work. All right, let me see if I have another card that would work with the rectangle. All right. Last call for a verb. I could just cut this with a die, not a die cutter, but with my paper trimmer. I could. Will this work? No. That will not work. Let me look at some other cards here. Last call for alcohol. No last call for alcohol. Ooh, that would be pretty. Let's do that. That will look nice. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you saw my floor. Now, make sure this fits on an A2 card. Absolutely. Perfect. Perfect. This is very thin. This card base is very thin cardstock. Which is fine. It won't add a lot of weight to the card, which is nice. All right, Rachel, thank you for being here. So, yeah, we'll cut that out. Do I want to do a smaller one? Just out of curiosity. Maybe I don't need, yes. I don't need that big one. And then I can add some extra coolness to the card because that still is very pretty with a lot of not so much white space. All right. My arms got a big workout lifting this up 47 times. I want to get as many of those people in there as I can. Sleep. Okay. I have to unbury my Mad Lib book. Oh no, where's my pen? There it is. Sleep. Okay, last word is a type of liquid. I don't use my die cuts nearly enough. My dies. They're not die cuts until I've done this. What I cut out with it is the die cut. Starter fluid. There we go. That came out. That is really pretty. That looks like something Grandma would have on her table. Like a placemat or a doily. Kind of doily-like. Doily-ish. Yes, that is perfect. I love it. I love it. Now, let's get a white card base. And I'm going to mat this on maybe red paper. I have not used die cuts in forever. Have it like that. That red is probably a good red. I also have this red, which is darker. No, that's not going to work. I think this red is going to be the best. It really brings out the red that's inside of it. And I am going to adhere this down and then die cut so I don't have to measure. Or not die cut, but cut it out. These die cuts too, that I got this shape, I think I got maybe from Temu or something like that a long time ago. They were very inexpensive. I don't use them nearly enough, and it makes a really pretty border for a card. It classes it up. Saliva, that's a good one. Okay, and then it'll go on this white. Oh, that really does pop. I like it. I don't normally like that much of a white edge, but I think that really does make it pop. I don't really have to do a lot to this. Elegant, yes. Yes. Welcome in, Carol. Better late than never. Today's die cut day. Everything has been die cutted. I'm going to use that word now. Die cutted. I'm going to decorate the inside of this card because I have this piece and that is cute. There. I will put that on the inside. I need a party on the inside. You're right, Michelle. Everyone needs a party on the inside. Let me see what I'm going to do with that in a minute. That's going to have to go up there because it won't fit here. That's what I was thinking. Party on the inside. And let me get a strip of red. Where's the red I just cut? Here it is. I don't want to cut that nice big piece of red. That could be a card base. I don't like using a huge piece like that. I like to use little itty bitty pieces. I may not find a little bitty bitty piece, but maybe. Oh, this one, maybe. If I get creative, yes. last call for a liquid. I'm going to trim this down a little bit on the top and bottom so it'll fit on that piece. We don't need all that white. And that will fit almost perfectly. It's not the same color red as the front, but it is pretty close. And you guys, I put up some regular videos on my channel. I'm doing an advent calendar. It's a lot of fun. It is not the Lego brand, but it's that style of, you know, building blocks. And I think I have 4 days posted. I have more done. I just don't have the videos posted yet. If I can keep up with editing, I will have one a day. I think stickles to make the windows pop. And then, although I have to walk and move things out of the way to get to my stickles. Oh my gosh, my room is such a mess. Okay. I don't have any place to move my bling box. Okay. You know how you paint yourself in a corner? Well, I die cut myself in a corner because my die cuts are all over. I'm going to use this one here. It's called Diamond. And it's clear, so it won't block the windows, but it has this like gold sheen to it. And I will put some of that on the windows that have the lights inside. Champagne, okay. Champagne. All right, got it. I should have just said champagne and see if you guys thought I didn't know how to pronounce champagne. And you know I'm going to put my fingers in the stickles. Because it's just inevitable. Oh, that looks so good. I love it. All right. I don't know if you can see that sparkle coming from the windows, but it's very good. I'm not going to do anything else to that card. Got that. We have a Christmas tree. No party on the inside. Sorry. We have Happy Holidays wreath. A little bit of a party on the inside. We have Special Friends. There you go. Wreath, no party on the inside. And then these two. Christmas balls. Okay. Let me put the champagne. That sounds funny. Let me put the champagne in the Mad Lib and I will read it. I don't have room to put anything. Where's my pen? My room is an absolute explosion. It has never been this messy ever. Where's my purple pen? Here it is. Special friends always have a party on the inside. Yes. Okay. All right, let's see what the Mad Lib is about. It's in this book, A Very Mad Lib Christmas. Let me get a drink. I have a feeling there will be a lot of laughter. And Diero's going to miss this. He has to drive to work. Oh, yes, you have to pick one. The last one, this one. Yes, so we have the city doily. We have the Christmas tree. We have Happy Holidays wreath, special friend wreath, and the Christmas balls. I saw this idea, came up in my Facebook feed. Someone had posted it somewhere, and I don't remember the name of the person. And I thought that would be really cool. I like the way those came out. What is my favorite? This one. I don't know. I like them all. The city and Anne likes the balls. Okay. Here we go. Look at, there's little Santa in the corner. Look at his face. Googly-eyed Santa with a mask. That is one deranged Santa. Okay, here we go. Santa's favorite cookies. I never noticed that. Do the rest of them have? Oh, they all have that Santa. How come I never noticed the Santa? I never noticed that. Okay. All right, here we go. Here is Mrs. Claus's recipe for the tormented cookies. Preheat your thunderstorm to 375 degrees. In a large bowl, combine 1 cup of popcorn, a teaspoon of canary, and a claustrophobic teaspoon of salt. In another bowl, crack 1 red-lipped batfish egg and a teaspoon of champagne. Beat ostentatiously. Then combine all the ingredients and sleep. I am going too fast. Oh, yes, write it down. Chill the dough. Roll it out mischievously and use cookie cutters to make festive shapes such as Christmas hot air balloons and holiday drums. Bake until the cookies are pessimistic. Allow them to cool, and then decorate them with sprinkles, icing, and silver ornaments. And now for the best part, eat as many holly berries as you like. Just be sure to save a few for holographic wrapping paper. Claus. Don't eat the holly berries. That's why I asked if they were poison. I am not giving you advice to eat holly berries. Okay? No advice is being given here. But definitely follow these instructions to make cookies. And set them out for Santa. All right, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. My schedule this week, Wednesday night on Twitch, 7 p.m. Eastern. Thursday night is the secret stream, 8 o'clock Eastern on Twitch. And then next Monday back here. Michelle says, too late. I wrote it down. All right, there you go, Michelle. Let me know how they come out. Just don't eat please don't eat holly berries. All right, you guys. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all very, very much. Make your holly berries with cinnamon jots, right? They could be cinnamon jots or those little red hots. Not real holly berries. I don't want to hear later that you ate holly berries. All right, you guys. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you all very much. And check out the new videos on my channel. Please, if you could, go give them a thumbs up, leave a comment, that sort of thing. It does help the channel. And I appreciate all of you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay warm. Have fun with your Christmas cards. And until the next video, you know what to do. Go get crafting. Bye-bye.